Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and I know what you're thinking. Nice cope. Anyway, let's start off with um, the referendum annexation thingy. So after the upper house and the lower house, as well as the constitutional court, all have approved of the request to get annexed. Putin finally signs the so-called unification treaties for the new Russian regions, for the Donetsk, Lugansk People's Republic, Kherson and Zaporizhia region. And so I actually, if I were going to pronounce in their way, it's called Zaporozhye. Zaporozhye. I don't know how to pronounce it. So anyway, so the annexation is technically have completed. There is rumors that Putin may make a statement. There is also rumors saying that Putin will not make a statement on this. So let's see, whether he will make any statements about this. I think it is too big an occasion, or too big a thing for Putin to not say anything. So anyway, Ukraine didn't shoot down any Russian aircraft. So move on to the Kharkiv front. No, surprisingly, there's a Kharkiv front. So the Kharkiv front, for the people who are new here, used to be known as the Happy Front. There is actually two attacks being reported by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry or the Ukrainian military, where they say that there's an attack on Strelicha. So this town has literally have never been reported on DPA before, and another one is Zeleny, which is also another town that has never been reported before. So these are very obscure towns that it has never figured in our reporting. So previously there was actually an attack on Kozacha Lopan. Here there was an attack on Kozacha Lopan being reported by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry, which I actually forgot to report. So it was for the 1st of October, and I forgot to report about that. And apparently the Russians did not capture it. Obviously, if they have captured, then I would have marked it as so. So all this harassment or attacks, not sure if it's going to turn out to be something bigger. It is some signal that the Russians do have some troops around this region. And moving on to the southern front. At the southern front, there's nothing on the Mykolaiv front. On the Kherson front, which is where the Kherson, the Ukrainian Great Kherson Uber Super Duper whatever offensive. Then so they have captured a lot of territory, which I have reported in the last quick update. So I will go through. They have captured the entire line of settlements along the Imhulets River, Starasilia, Dover Dmitrievka, Velika Alexandrivka, Mala Alexandrivka, and Davidiv Brid. And there's also a report of a Sukhoi, Ukrainian Sukhoi 24 shot down over Bila Krasnisia, which means that while the offensive is ongoing since the beginning from Petrivka and also Korivka, the Russians do have some efforts helping out, but probably not a lot. And then in the middle area, we have Chereshneve, Novomikhailivka, Novovo Krensenske, Petropavlivka, Maiske, Novovasilivka, Trifonivka, Novohryhorivka, Chevone, what is this called? Nova Kayamka, Pyakyatki, all captured in the middle area. And then on the coastal area, the Ukrainians managed to cross the river and captured Duchany. And they went on to the host to capture Sablukivka and Kashkarivka. So the Russian lines, reportedly by pro-Russian sources, is going to set up a defense line along Bruskinske all the way to Milove. So this territory here might also be captured soon by the Ukrainians if this is true. So it supposedly shortened the defense line that the Russians need to protect. However, it's unclear whether they can have enough time to do entrenchment. So let's see. Prepare your popcorns, and for those that are pro-Russians, do prepare some tissue paper just in case. And moving on to Zaporizhia line, there's nothing happening over here. That's worth reporting. Over at the Donetsk front, there's a report of a Ukrainian MiG-29 shot down over Kurakove. which is actually from the 28th of September, which is actually damn long ago. I forgot to report about it. Bye bye. Okay, it's great. And there is fighting reported at Voleda by Russians attack Voleda. So basically, previously we have this. Okay, never mind, forget it. We talk about it later. And then there's fighting reported at Novomahaivka. There is also fighting reported at Pervomaiske, Vodian, and Opaine. So for Pervomaiske, the Russian forces managed to capture more than half of the town already. This town basically is deserted. There's nothing there here, and they have already moved all the way to the lake area here, and they are now nearing Vodian, which is this very long settlement. And then so good progress. And then moving on to that's all from the Donetsk front, except for this there's this Sukhoi 25 shot down over Toretsk. So which is actually a good sign for the Ukrainian, because that means they still has an air force flying supporting their work. And moving on to the Bakhmut front. So in the Bakhmut Sivers front, where is also collectively called the Eastern Front, previously the Ukrainians launched a massive counteroffensive, which looks like it has failed because we didn't hear about it anymore. So the Russians continue their so-called grind, and they are attacking at Mayosk, Kudyumivka, Zaiseve, Bakhmut. Although the Bakhmut one seems to be grinding to more or less of a stop, because they say it's increasingly becoming a positional, which means that they are fighting in place. There's fighting at Bakhmutske. No fighting reported at Soledar though, and Yakovlivka. So this is the Bakhmut front. It's business as usual for the Russian side. And at the Sivers front, fighting continues to be reported at Sperne, and that's all. There is still reported fighting at Vimka from the previous day. I really have no idea how to actually map this, because I have no idea how they get there. Anyway, this is actually outdated information. I should have reported this yesterday. I'm so sorry. And that's all from the Sivers front. So in case you guys are lost, this is Southern Front, Zaporizhia, and then Donetsk front, Bakhmut Sivers front, which is also the Eastern Front, and then we are now at the Liman. No, not Liman. I don't even know what front to call this anymore. Yeah. So anyway, at the Liman, Crimea region, there is actually no information, no news. The Ukrainians are focusing their effort northward, it seems. They are not attacking Crimea at the moment, because Crimea is currently entrenched by Russian forces. They don't want to go head on, where there's so many free food over here to eat. Yeah. So it's like Pac-Man. This is the ghost now. So there's a lot of biscuit around, and you can you can eat other places. So no point go and eat the ghost. So in terms of the situation over at the northern part, after capturing so many towns, suddenly there's no more news about captures. However, the only news that we get is that you can see the front line, the entire area of the Russian side. This entire Russian area that was previously marked as Russian, which I can show you. It was supposed to be like this, right? It's supposed to be like this. It's gone. The reason is because the Russian Ministry of Defense, in their daily report, they have a video version of the daily report behind the colonel or general or whatever rank he is. There's a PowerPoint slide. There is this map of the Ukraine, and in their map they actually updated that they have gave up the entire area in Kharkiv Oblast. So this is actually the border of Luhansk. Or Lugansk now. So they retreated to the border of Lugansk, and they only left this area defended. So this area of Kharkiv region is the only part that is still mapped on the Russian Ministry of Defense mapping that the Russians are still holding position to, which means probably because this is still this just next to Russia, it's probably just convenient to hold it. And so this is the situation here, and this also leads to Oskil front, where we also have no news about what had happened around here. Usually the information comes from pro-Russian sources, so nothing is happening. Maybe the Ukrainian forces here teleported over to this part, and they are now attacking here. So once they are done, they'll teleport back to here and attack into Svatove. Perhaps, who knows what kind of magical military technology the Ukrainians have. So this is the summary, a very short summary. Oh my god, it's only 10 minutes. And yeah, that's all. That's a summary for the day of 223 for 4th of October. If you like my coverage, do press the like button, or actually you should press the subscribe first, then press the like button, and do share this with your friends and contact if you think they might be interested. And I'll see you in the next update.